Well, welcome back to the Snow King garage. Winter has come, and you can see my 1996 Polaris Classic is up on the lift. And I have kind of put a hiatus on the truck bed for now. It's sitting back behind it. But, yeah, we had some problems. We had some problems. We was out riding. Let me show you. It don't go nowhere without an engine, does it? Huh. Well, what happened to the engine? Here it is. What's left of it? It tied up. Tied up tighter than tight. Let's see this piston on the... which side was it? This side? Yeah, this side. There you go. You can see the striations on the piston, and that rod will not move. It is froze onto the crank right there. The reason is this right here. That is your fuel line, or oil lines that go to your oil pump. That end broke off of the fuel pump, or oil pump. There it is. You can still see a little bit left on it right there. And obviously it fed this cylinder no oil. They do not run if you can't get oil into them. So that is toast. And hoping I can save that bearing up in there. This one feels real good. It's a little, I might replace that bearing. But anyway, I'm in the process of taking the flywheel off. I tried to get the clutch off the other day, and my puller, that wasn't working. I got something else so that I'm going to try. But it needs to be obviously all cleaned up. On the gaskets removed, I need to take the starter off. I want to get that off. But this is the cylinder. And there you go. You can see that. See how that is all chewed up? Let me get see if I can get a light that'll work here. And give you kind of an idea. Kind of help. There's a good one. And that's a bad one. Yep, it really ruined it. Ruined this entire cylinder. Kind of see it. Back there. Yep. So anyway, good old eBay. Went on eBay, found several of those cylinders used. Found one that looked pretty good. So I'm waiting for its arrival. But obviously this crankshaft is going to need either bearings replaced, but if you do that, you've got to replace this rod. That rod alone is about $100. There's a bearing that goes down in there. That'll cost more. Plus you've got several bearings, 4 or 5 bearings on the crank that will need replaced. So, then finding somebody that'll do it. Yeah, and it's just one of those deals where I went on eBay again, and I just happened to find a guy selling. It's basically new old stock crank. I'll get it open here one-handed. I'll give you a shot of what it looks like. It's all wrapped in plastic and foil. There you go. I'll just hold it there. Brand new crank. Never been run. Got bearing there, 2 bearing there. We got 2 on this end, and you've got 1 on this end. And then of course you've got your crankshaft, the 2 bearings down on the crank, not the crankshaft, the rods. And but anyway, that's what the process, that's what we're going to be doing now. I need to get this thing cleaned up, and we got the pressure water, the washer, the parts washer. I'm gonna get it fired up. It's been so cold I haven't done anything. But we're down. Well, and then I did a stupid thing with my other snowmobile. I have a 2009 sitting in that trailer over there. 2009 Switchback, a Dragon 800. Took it out, was riding it, and I was paranoid when this one blew. But anyway, I got more paranoid, and all of a sudden I heard a big racket and panicked. I didn't stop. I was in a field back by a woods, so I hightailed it out to the edge of a dirt road, and I should have stopped, should have lifted the hood, because all that happened was a spark plug had vibrated out of the hole. It was laying on top of the head of the engine, just, you know, and that, of course, the loud noise was the the compression coming out of the top of that head. So anyway, I didn't do that. I wish I would have, because then I rode it home. I was about 3 miles away, and anyway, and I was hot-footing her pretty hard because I thought the engine blew, and I thought I put a hole in the crank or something. Got home, pulled in the shop here, lifted the hood, saw that plug out. Oh, that's no big deal. Screwed the plug back in it, and it wouldn't run. It'll run on 1 cylinder, and so I checked compression. I have 125 on the good side. I've got 100 PSI on the other side. So apparently running it without a spark plug, even though it was getting oil, you know, with the fuel and stuff of that sort, apparently it scuffed the cylinder enough that I lost 25 PSI. So that one's down. I just put it in the trailer. I'm going to sell it the way it is, take a loss, because it's going to cost probably $1,000 to $1,500 for a kit to rebuild it, and I don't really want to horse around with it. So we're going to sell it the way it is. I'm going to stick with the old classic, and my snowmobile days are coming down to an end. So I will keep this, because this will have a fresh engine, obviously. But even rebuilding this is way more than it's worth. This engine with the new crank, with the cylinder, 2 pistons. Pistons are going to cost about $110, because I'm putting new pistons in it, you know, 2 new ones. I'm not going to put just 1. And it's going to be pretty much a full rebuild. But with everything done and said, gasket, kit, you're looking at probably close to $600 or so. So I'll add it all up when I'm done. It's kind of frustrating. I mean, we've had a cold winter. We don't have much snow anymore. But, you know, it's just kind of frustrating. When it's, again, maintenance. If I would have looked at it when this fall, I may have noticed that oil line starting to leak. I don't know. But anyway, it happened, and so I got to move forward. So that's what we're doing in the Snow King garage. My little kitty up here, he's trying to figure out what's going on. This is Scrappy, our little kitty cat, isn't you? So, thanks for watching. Now, maybe I'll bring you back with some engine assembly videos. We'll see. There's plenty of them on YouTube, so excuse me. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.